So as soon as we freaking dropped it, you know what? Let's just get into it.
I want to show y'all something that's very, 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 very disturbing. This was released yesterday, 2 hours after the video that we dropped. Notice that it says February 7th, 2025. Bruh. He literally had a court date on the 8th of January. I'm going to show you something, and all credit goes to Nick Starro because I didn't even think to look this up. I didn't even, some people can find stuff and it's very interesting. This one right here is only interesting because it's so disturbing. Check this out. The average length of stay in Fulton County Jail varies depending on the type of charge and the age of the inmate. Overall, the average length stay in Fulton County Jail is about 291 days. The charge median length stay in 2022 was 123 days, for violent felonies, 97 days for nonviolent felonies, and 4 days for misdemeanors. So you telling me you go to jail for 4 days for misdemeanors. For 17-year-olds, the average length of stay for people who entered the jail at 17 is 392 days. The level of insanity that is, which basically is telling you that how they're quote-unquote doing justice is not swift out there. Now watch this. The Fulton County Jail, also known as Rice Street, is located in Atlanta, Georgia, was built in 1989 to hold up to 1,125 prisoners, but it can sometimes house over 3,000. The jail has struggled with overcrowding and a growing population. Some reasons people remain in jail include they can't afford their bond, they have their needs related to housing, substance use, mental health, or social services, but those needs haven't been identified or addressed. That's some BS. That's some straight up BS.
How about lawyers? How about judges? How about money? How about power, political influence? How about toxicity? How about forcing people to stay in to get their pleas and do stuff like that? We are aware that everybody, for the most part, has an idea of how Rice Street is, so we can believe 100% that a majority of plea deals that include prison time more than likely is coerced. Why? Because who wants to stay in gladiator school? Pardon me. Important text just came through. I don't really care. Well, it is important, but y'all more important anyways. Who wants to stay where it feel like y'all playing gladiator? We feel like y'all a bunch of cavemen who discovered metal. And the first thing y'all start doing is fighting. But this is beyond disturbing because you're literally changing people's lives, forcing them to come up with money, staying 4 days in jail. Bro, you're not going to have a freaking job. Can you call out of work and say, yeah, I can't come to work because, I'm in jail? For a misdemeanor? Some people will say, well, you shouldn't have did it. You shouldn't have did it. No, I get it, man. I get it. Desperate times, desperate measures, and dumb people make piss poor days. I understand that part. But at certain points in time, if you commit a misdemeanor, you ain't really hurt nobody. Get fined like the rest of us. If you ran a red light, you know that's a misdemeanor. If you speed a little too fast, that's a misdemeanor. So, well, actually, the red light would be a traffic violation. It ain't no misdemeanor. But you get what I'm trying to say, bro. It's just certain things and categorically what's wrong with people. You know, hey, drive without a license. You know, you go to jail for that in Georgia. Found that out. I've had a license since I was 18, so I ain't really got to worry about that one. But either way that go, bro, it's things like that that will coerce you and force you into basically signing away a bunch of money that you don't have. You're missing work. And that's an average. The average is 4 days. But to the meat and potatoes of why we're here. I want to cuss, but I've seen some of the people who watch this channel, and I don't think that would be respectful to them. I'm going to say something that people are initially going to disagree with. And if I'm Deonte Kendrick's mom, I'm definitely going to disagree with it. If I'm Deonte Kendrick, my doggone self too, I'm going to for sure disagree with it. But the longer he stays dang near, the better. Now, hear me out before y'all start going crazy and throwing stuff at the screen and turning me off. Hold on, before you turn it off. In Georgia, in prison, they want you to do 60% of the time. He's facing 6 years in prison. He's already been in there for dang near 3 months, right? Been there 30 months. So in November, it'll basically be the 60%. So no matter what happens, that's what's going to happen. Now, here's the bad part of that, because you know with the good, here comes the bad. The bad is that they're going to try to force him on some more probation. And this is what I truly believe the play is. Keep Deonte Kendrick on more probation and boot him out of Atlanta. That's the play. It's not going to surprise me when that's exactly going to be the thing that happens. I dang near could call this from a mile away. They want to give that man more probation and ban him from Atlanta. They did the same thing to Shannon. So you have that going, added with the fact of they're going to make sure that they put certain stipulations on them, say certain things and all this crap. You know, it still don't sit well on me about Young Thug and what he can and can't rap about. Like, that crap was just some pure BS to me. And I'm gonna be fair, it still bothers me a little bit, because I'm gonna put out a video probably tomorrow and it's gonna drive some people off the wall. And if you don't have kids, you're not gonna understand it, but it just is what it is. But either way that go, that's the play. The play is, let's get Deonte Kendrick the hell out of Dodge and send his ass away from Atlanta. Because what else do they have? He done beat the murder. I hate to say it that way, but, you know, he beat that. So only thing that the families, if they believe that he really did it and all that stuff, all they can do is hope for dual sovereignty from the feds. And we already said this like 2 years ago, but apparently some people didn't know this, so I'll rehash this again. What they're probably going to do is hope that the feds come through and do all of that stuff and try to basically get them on that, but I just don't think it rises to that level. And I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. If I'm the family, once again, I'm going to be pissed off. Why would I be pissed off, Nash? I'll be pissed off at Fonnie Willis and her whole entire office, because if y'all really believed all of this crap and everything, that these were the people who did it, why not just charge all of them? And you wouldn't have the powerhouses come in, because it wouldn't even work that way. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. But either way it goes, y'all basically made the jury sit there for a whole entire year, tell a story, switch the story up at the very end, and thought that they were going to fall for that, when you could have directed all of your time, efforts, and research directly into just the murder of Donovan Thomas. And they didn't do that crap. Y'all went for the gusto, for the jugular, because it was all about painting Young Thug and his band of YSL members as all of this stuff. And, all right, they committed crimes, but y'all said it was structured. Y'all said King Slime sits at the head of the table and he makes all the calls. He's a shot caller and all this stuff. And we ain't hear nothing, no lick of that crap at all from anywhere. So that's the issue that's at hand for the freaking RICO. The RICO has to have a chain of command. There was no chain of command. I buy my homies a freaking house because out of the kindness of my heart, hey, bro, listen, I'm doing a little bit better. Here you go. Y'all make sure y'all pay. Y'all make sure y'all pay. Y'all pay that rent. Y'all pay that rent to that man. Hey, we got homies in jail, bro, that we really let us our brothers, man. We need to put some money on their books so they ain't screwed over. A lot of places do that. Bro, we've been doing that in California for years. I thought this was a common practice in the rest of the United States as far as the hoods go. Homies that come through with a hat or a bag or an envelope, you know, the manila ones, and be like, hey, bro, man, we need y'all to put some money on the homie books and blah, blah, blah. And then you know what else we do? We take a freaking picture and send that to them as well. But apparently, that's some type of chain of command and all this stuff and everything like that, I guess. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one, man. This is pretty effed up, bruh. Pretty effed up. And then on top of that, well, I can't reveal that because I don't know how it's going. But I'm about to say something. But, man, it's looking like, bruh, they're going to keep that man in there for a minute. And they just going to keep on pushing and keep on pushing this court date back. Oh, yeah. And I'll pin the YSL Mondo disc that I did. I had to show that little dude how to rap. I think I'm pretty all right at rapping. So y'all let me know your thoughts on that one. Yeah, man. We just hit 200K. We on our way to 300, man. Subscribe today so you can find out how you can win an Xbox or a PlayStation, man. The details are on the way. This is how you know somebody is literally going to be in the drawing. Robin Minter, check him out, man. All we do is go down and we look and we see his subscriptions. Who does he have? That's Seti Nash right here. What also happens, take that off, top commenter. That right here, public subscriber. So that's what you got to do, and make sure you share each video, and then you'll be entered to win. Shout out to Mike. Good luck. Subscribe, turn that bell, stay notified, and share to keep your people aware. I'll catch you on the next one.